Hey everyone, Kate Bohr and Fiona Pearman here for this week's Facebook Live, where we're continuing our theme for November, talking about taking action and taking courageous action. And I think this is a really important one. We talk about all action moves us forward in a direction, gives us information. That information is useful for our next steps. And I think this is a really important piece because sometimes, and hands up here for being one of these people, we can get stuck, we can procrastinate around making a decision or taking action because we're waiting for either perfect clarity or for the perfect certainty or the perfect idea of what our best next step is. And the reality is, rarely does this exist.
Yes, I think there's a real opportunity here to get clear and to get clear for now, because whatever it is I'm clear about, I'm prepared to take an action from that point of view, and then I'll get more knowledge and then I can do something different further on. It's not as though I have to be clear forever, but that first step of clarity is incredibly important. And we know that to some degree, there's a lot here that's about how we're approaching this from an internal point of view. What's our mindset? What's the inner game we need to deal with? Because often it's the fear inside, the fear potentially of making the wrong decision or doing the wrong thing, that is holding us back from being prepared to lean in and just do that first step, that first piece of courage that allows us to explore and get more knowledge.
Yeah, I think there's an important piece here around managing our expectations, around the expectation that if I take action, it will go perfectly and there won't be any roadblocks or, bumps in the road. And of course, we know that there will be. The expectation that as I take action, it's going to be easy and I am going to have 100% confidence. The reality is, if you've got that, you've waited too long to take action. So it will feel often a little bit uncomfortable if you are taking a big step. If you don't have 100% certainty, of course, it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. That's okay. The story and the opportunity here is just to be brave, right? We talk about 60 seconds of courage or be brave for 5 minutes longer. Often, with our clients, we've talked about, just holding that as a strategy or as a mindset through the discomfort. Often what happens is we're able to get some information that reinforces perhaps that the fear of, getting it wrong or looking stupid or being out of place, that the information that's revealed to us through that 60 seconds or 5 minutes says, you're safe, it's okay, everything's going to be okay. So I think there's a really important piece here around managing our expectations going in, but also managing our expectations of how things are going to, what the outcomes are going to be.
Absolutely. And this is the other piece here is be prepared, be prepared for a pushback, be prepared for a no. It's okay if you get a no in a first instance. No is not necessarily no forever. A no for now is good information. And it means that, in the future, I may want to position things differently. I may want to come back to this. We can engage again. And I think the more we can reduce the impact of that no being an absolute, the easier it is to navigate through this. We know and we see all day, every day, opportunities for people to take these small acts of confidence, these small courageous actions, lean into that discomfort, do something that feels a bit brave and get more understanding, learn from the experience, and then what's possible for me next.
Yeah, this talks to a fundamental philosophy in our core confidence, our acts of confidence program. Our clients who have incredible results do so because every week they identify small micro moments where they can lean in, take imperfect action, learn something about themselves, not necessarily experience everything going perfectly, but really lean into experimenting, testing and learning, and really understanding how they're wired, where they're not speaking up, perhaps where they're not taking action, they're not asking for what they want, unpacking what's going on for them, and then being able to, because they've learned something, take new and courageous action. And that's really how we start to staircase our way to core confidence. So if you've liked today's confidence conversation, please follow us on Facebook. Lots of awesome resources over there, stacks of videos for you to look at more Facebook Lives like today's session. If you want to go deeper, head over there. Of course, you'll be notified when we go live as well. We would love for you to share our work with your network. We know that If this has resonated with you, it's highly likely that there's many women in your network with who these messages and these stories will resonate with as well. So please share this video or tag someone you know who could benefit from this or any of our other confidence conversations. And of course, if you'd like to go deeper with your relationship with core confidence, head over to our website, coreconfidence.com.au.